Hey guys, what's up? It's Christine Seal, the High Level Queen, and I have a super exciting guest here with me today, and she is going to teach us the power of earning a passive income through software without knowing how to code. Hey Kim, what's up?
Hey Christine, happy to be here.
Thanks for coming. So Kim Dang owns Group Convert, and you've probably heard of the little Chrome plugin that lets you automate your people who are coming in to your Facebook group. I use it all the time. It's awesome. So Kim, appreciate you being here today. And I just kind of want to start off. Would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and kind of how you got into this very unique niche?
Yeah, like a little bit over 2 years ago, I published this software called Group Convert. But before that, I instead of going to college, going to med school or graduate school, like all my friends did, because I don't know, a lot of my Asian friends are all about the doctor and the engineer world. I moved to the desert by myself, and I started a pick apart my own tiny car dismantling company. And I saw that car parts were huge, and I saw that people were buying car parts, used car parts, very quickly on eBay. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I want my own thing. I want a life where I can control it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it required so much hustle and so much, long days at the warehouse where it's like cold and hot, walking around in the yard in the sand with sand and everything. And I did that, and I've automated that business. But when that happened, I used to have two warehouse, and the landlord was like, no, you're going to have one. And I had to liquidate a lot of my inventory. That made me really scared about my future, my income. And that's when I started going online and talking to people in Facebook groups. And that's when I discovered, hey, like people are manually copying and pasting this information over. What does it look like for them to automate this? And while there were other like similar software out there, I just created my own. And fast forward now, we have over 11,000 subscribers. I've published 9 software since then. And what I discovered was it took me 3 weeks. I don't know how to code at all. I hired a person to make it. And it took me 3 weeks of waiting around. It took me a week and a half after I published to be making $1,500 monthly recurring income. And 2 people said yes to paying $7 per month to an email list of 25 people. That's when my journey started. And the secret that I've discovered is that, Microsoft, Bill Gates, by the way, if you guys don't know what plugins and extensions are, most of you guys might know what Honey is. Let me know if you guys know what Honey is. Honey is a Chrome extension that lets you, if you're at like an Amazon store, it'll say, you know what, you're going to save $10 if you shop over here. And here's the coupon code, but here's the link to grab it. And you're clicking on that. And there's 10 million users of Honey. So imagine 10 million people clicking on your affiliate link. Or for Christine, it would be like 10, let's say she has 10 million affiliates clicking on her, going and signing up to go high level.
Wow.
That's how Honey makes their income. And that's why they were bought out by PayPal for $4 billion cash, mostly cash. So when you think of a Chrome plugin, yeah, it can be small and tiny, lightweight, and it could be sold to PayPal for $4 billion. So it can be a big deal. So on that vein, I thought, wait, this little thing, this little software that saves people time, what can I really do with this? It number one, it frees people from having a location. It's completely location dependent type of business. You can work from anywhere in the world, and it's unlimited inventory delivered right then and there for them. And it's available to be downloaded globally. So way better than my e-com business, my car parts business, are those bullet points, are those traits. So that's why I'm like, if I can make 1,500 monthly reoccurring income from not doing anything more than this in a week and a half, what if I devote like the rest of my year for this? What if I devote the next years to making multiple streams of income, to growing this software business? And back in, so if you guys heard of the company called Microsoft, they didn't blow up until they purchased software, MS-DOS, that they didn't code in-house. They just bought it out. And what they did was they licensed it through they went and they sold the licenses, which means it's just another license. It's just another copy. It's not more work for them manually, but it enabled them to really explode into the company that they are today. So the secret that I found is, can you license simple software? Can you do that? And yeah, when I started licensing out more licenses of GroupConvert, there are companies that if you're an individual user, you would just use one for $10 a month. But I've been approached by people, by course creators, by CEOs of multiple seven-figure businesses saying, I want this for my employees. I want this. I want more licenses. How many licenses can you give me? And so we created a package that's like $400 a month for X license, $1,000 a month for X license. So without much more work, you can charge. You can essentially, if you spend the rest of your life paying for all these subscriptions, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all these subscriptions out there, and sometimes you don't even use it. You don't use it every single day, but you're paying for it every single month. I see it as the equivalent of having your own gym. Like, not everyone goes to the gym, but they pay every single month for the exact same thing. And if you can have these digital gyms, these digital real estate that sits online, you're going to gather these subscribers over the course of your lifetime. And what's going to happen is, by the end of 5 years, you look back, you're going to see the sea of subscribers. And I think in a world where, not in a world, in the US, it feels like you get a job, you go on your own, and you are kind of on your own. A long time ago, people used to be in those communities, so they'll raise each other's children and they'll support each other. But now when something major happens, you're creating a GoFundMe account. You're like, help. So I believe if you have your own subscribers, now when I fly anywhere, I can be like, hey, who here are my subscribers? Like, who here is connected to my world? Hey guys, I want to do this together. It goes back to being supported by a community, because that's the community you build. And it becomes a really nice, awesome community that grows over time. So I think that's healthy. It's a healthy thing to be supported in that way. So that's why I got into software, and from that, now we have live events and and coaching programs from it, and I was asked to speak on stage because of it. So, anyways,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments so Kim can answer them. And that's super fascinating, Kim. I mean, we've hung out before, and I never really got to hear like your full story. So really, really great business idea, great concept to not have to start from zero at the beginning of every month. You've got that passive income on lockdown. And how did you tell us a little bit about like how you figured it out? Like how, because I think a lot of people, for a lot of people, it's really hard to think about like the programming and the idea and how to launch it and how to sell it. And how did you kind of figure that out?
Yeah, so I'll give you actual sites. I think that's your listeners would love, like the actual resources. So you can go on Upwork. So here's kind of the roadmap. You can go on Upwork. hire someone to create your little simple software. By the way, I posted in the Go High Level group, hey guys, I created this little software that lets you take information from a Google Sheet and put it into Go High Level without using Zapier. And I had 700 people say yes, and then that post got removed because the owner felt like it was such a bait post.
Yeah.
And so there's a need for these just gaps in existing software that a Chrome extension or a little tiny software can fulfill. I went on Upwork and I'm like, okay, first make the post, see crazy demand. All right, people need this. How much is it going to cost me? Ask for a quote on Upwork from a developer. And he's like, it's $150. And I said, okay. And he made it. I paid him. It took him about 2 weeks. And then now I have it. And I started delivering it to the people who are like, hey, I want it. And so I know that, let's say 400 people comment and I charge each person $10 a month, like something really low. That's $4,000 a month, like erected from one post, just with the thought and then the creation. There's so that's the very beginning, the very bare bones. You can get reviews very quickly with usertesting.com. You could have people online clicking through your stuff and giving you a review, and you could take that and put it into your landing page. You can also, so usertesting.com, upwork.com, and you can go on Fiverr and hire someone to go and give you a little video testimonial as they're testing the software. So the components of what sells doesn't need to, you don't have to think about it too much for too long to bring your vision to life. We have a Launch Like a Pro system in my Chrome Boss program that I have for my Chrome Boss people. And that teaches you how to pre-sell your extension, similar to Kickstarter. So what I do is I have people come in for the chance to win a lifetime license. And then the upsell is, hey guys, grab it now for $297 and you get all these other bonuses. And so immediately my students, they start collecting that $297 cash. If the people come in to win a lifetime license says, no, I don't want to grab it now, I'd rather do something else. I'm just in this for the contest. Then the downsell is, hey, get it for the lowest monthly you'll ever be. I'll never be this low monthly again. And so immediately you get that monthly reoccurring income coming in. That's your own. And then the thank you page could lead to, now share it on all of your social media in order to get more chances to win the 2 lifetime licenses. And so they'll be encouraged. They'll like share it. And why would they pay when they can win it for free, right? One of the conditions is if you already paid and you're the winner, you're going to get a full refund. Don't worry about it. So go share. So it encourages them to share on Twitter, on whatever else. The sweet thing is there's also going to be a call to action that's like, you like this? You like this tool? Well, go ahead and sign up to be an affiliate. And you can actually earn when someone buys it after you share it to their link and they purchase it and we release the version. So in one fell swoop, you are gathering emails, you are collecting that $297, you're getting subscribers at $10-15 a month, and then you're getting your idea shared in a viral manner to all these people's social media, and they're tweeting, they're talking to their people about your idea because they're motivated. So, and you're getting affiliates all in one go. So that's our Launch Like a Pro method. There's 4 seasons to that software cycle. There's the creation part that you can do in a couple weeks. There's the pre-launch. You go, get your thing. And then there's the scaling, which is, okay, now launch your official landing page, put your software on multiple platforms. There's 7 different marketplaces you can put it on. And And then now let's look at increasing your cart value per subscriber. Now let's look at churn, which is the percentage of people canceling versus the percentage of people who are signing up every single month. Now let's scale, which means, hey, let's run ads, let's pour gasoline on the fire. Let's make sure that the message that you have, you tell people, they don't go into your site, sign up for it, and then cancel because they're like, well, I thought this was something else. Like your messaging is in line with what they got. So that's very quickly in a nutshell, like the life cycle of these softwares. And you can repeat it.
Very, very cool. Awesome. If you guys are liking this, give us a like, give us a heart. And that's really amazing, Kim. So actually, I've tried to do my own Chrome extension before, and it worked for a while. And then something happened with the source, and like it stopped pulling in the information, and then my developer disappeared. So like I've tried this before, and it was like this roller coaster of frustration and like elation, like it's working, now it's not, now it's working, now it's not. So what do you have, like a secret or like a strategy for once you get it up and going, kind of keeping it working and keeping it running? Because I don't know about you, but like I know your extensions are, some of them are Facebook based, and Facebook is always changing something. So how do you stay ahead?
Yeah. So my own experience is I didn't change a lot of my software. Some of my software I published, there's been no changes, and there's no issues with those extensions because they depend on platforms that are very solid. So if you're a person kind of fearful, but you want software, you want passive income, you want to own, a piece of the internet like that, I would say base it on like Google Sheets, something that never changes. Base it on having an invoicing type of extension where you could just quickly create an invoice, and people will always need that. For the more Facebook related Chrome extension, especially Group Convert, what ends up happening is I didn't change anything for 6 months and it was fine. And then Facebook started changing Facebook groups. And one of the developers, the main developer, like disappeared on me. So I experienced the same kind of thing where it's like, oh, where did you go? But here's the beautiful thing. Most people, if there is a lot of friction in this journey, it's like, oh, that person disappeared, try to get hold of them. What I've seen in my students is you can either let that adversity go, oh my gosh, this is too much to handle, and I just want to do something else. But for me, I'm kind of relentless. So I would go and post a job and say, hey, I just need this one fix. And then I'll hire that same day and they'll fix it within like an hour. And it cost me like $100 to satisfy thousands of subscribers. And most of the time, these fixes, while you think it's like, oh my gosh, it's so much work, it's really like $100, $200 to satisfy all of your customers, and they can do it very quickly. There's so many fast developers out there that all you need to do is just post another job. And the mental thing that stops a lot of people from doing that is they're like, oh, I heard that one guy knows everything about this, and I need to like teach the next guy and communicate to them. No, that can be done with just like a Loom video. Give them your code, they look at it, they diagnose it, and then they give you the solution. And another trick that I do is, number one, you can be that point of contact, but I always like to outsource the outsource. So I hire on Upwork, I hire a person deliberately to manage the changes. So they are in charge of testing. They're in charge of talking to the developer to communicate that bug that needs to be fixed. And so they're like going back and forth, like, here's the fix. Okay, I tested it. Oh, it still isn't working. Okay, come back. Can you still fix it? Okay, here's another fix. All right, this works. okay, I'm going to go. And he publishes it. He puts it on the store. So your involvement in it is very, detached. You're like, oh, cool, it got fixed, kind of thing. So don't let that discourage you. Definitely not. And one of my techniques is outsourcing the outsource, which sounds really weird, but it's like get someone to be in charge of that and release your headache from it.
So it's like your mini me, your little clone. Very cool.
Yeah. And they can be part-time. They don't have to be full-time. Now I have like in-house tech team, and we manage many Chrome extension projects, and I can still do that and have a coaching company with 7 coaches for Group Convert, Ignite, and for Chrome Boss I have 2 coaches, and I'm publishing Chrome extensions all the time. Like I just published one yesterday about Facebook ads, being able to save Facebook ads and then pushing all the individual data to a Google Sheet and then being able to download it. So
very
it's
cool.
ad agency people.
Okay, I think I may have bought that one from you.
Maybe.
I think I did.
Well, we're doing the official launch again.
Okay, yeah. So like every time I see you come out with something, I buy it because I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. The advice I would say is when you're launching, you should have 2 pricing structures right off the bat. People are like, should I inch my way up? Should I slowly increase my pricing? And I say no. Like have pricing that's lower, but then also give people who have an audience the chance to just give it to their audience or get more licenses by saying, yeah, I have a $297 a month package and I have a $400 a month package. This is what it entails. And you can log into your dashboard and give your people like access to licenses of what you love. And we have people coming in right away with that plan as well, like a white label plan. We have a $700 one time for the Hack My Ads. So some people purchase that. And that's like lifetime for unlimited. You can go and give it to your people for only $700 one time. Why? It covers it's quickly, we only get 10 people at that level, and it quickly covers the cost of development just really fast. Yeah, so we have that package as well. And then we have if you don't want to spend $700, then that's fine. You can get unlimited licenses for $297 a month, or you can get 30 licenses for $127 a month, or you could get 10 licenses for only $97 a month, and you can just give it out to people and just sample it. So
cool.
Another way. Yeah.
All right, that's a great idea. We got some questions coming in now.
How do you weed out a good software programmer from not so good?
That's a good one.
That's what I teach, and I have this thing called the Chrome Boss Commandments. It's like either you're a heck yes or a heck no with these developers. Always hire So there are certain characteristics you look at, and I recommend Upwork because it shows you all the stats of that person, the work that they did before, all of the links to all their work they did before. If they finish their project, so it'll say percentage completion of project. So that means that if they accept your work, there's a likelihood of them finishing it. And some people have 100%. That means if they say yes to you, they're going to do it. So that's really important. Always hire people who have done it before. So if they created like multiple Chrome extensions before, and it's like for you, extensions for Go High Level or something like that, it would be like, yeah, I created extensions for this CRM and this one. And yeah, I worked on Go High Level. You're going to find those people. And those are the best hires because they already did it. They have the code. They just got to tweak it a little bit, and then they give it to you. And you go and you have your own version. And in this world where there are billions of active users, you think that if you make your own version that you're not going to get subscribers because, oh yeah, why would they buy from me when they can get that software over there, or like that's the one been around for a long time. Your simple software is the best-selling book that you write. It's really your own, and you will always have buyers. And here's the important thing: people are not monogamous to software. They will try like many different types of the same type of software at the same time, and they'll pay for all of them. So definitely like get your own. And what else? To find a good developer, if they are responsive, that's very important. And you want to make sure they have multiple points of contact with you in terms of being able to reach you. So because this day and age, if you don't, if you go to Upwork but you don't have the app, you don't get the notification when they message back, you're going to lose them to another job or another person. So I always say, give them your Google Voice number, give them your Slack channel invite, give them like multiple points of contact to reach you, so that if you're a busy person, then it's not like, oh yeah, I can do this job, and you're like, oh whoops, I didn't see this message until later, and they're just gone. So that, that's also really important.
Cool. That's awesome. Good tips. All right. Lisa says, great content. Thanks, Lisa.
How do you do pre-launches of your subscription service? Yeah, so the launch like a pro method is the go-to method that we have. We tell everyone they could get a chance to win a lifetime license, and everyone says yes to that, and that builds your list. The upsell is grab it right now with all these bonuses, with all of the training that's connected to it, the extra special training that you already created, and they can buy that for $297 lifetime. And by the way, the reason why people buy the lifetime package is you're going to say, I'm not going to have a lifetime package. It's going to be monthly or yearly for the rest of your life. So this is your only time to grab it for lifetime. That's why concepts and websites like AppSumo works really well. AppSumo provides lifetime on software that if you go to their website, it would be monthly and yearly for the rest of their life. So it's so much money that they save. So that's why they would say yes to that. And the downsell is, a monthly amount. So you get subscribers. And yeah, and then the thank you page leads to a like contest, viral share. You can use UpViral. So here's some more tips about exact websites you can use. You can use UpViral. You can use KingSumo. KingSumo is another software that lets you share on multiple platforms. And I use Clickfunnels for the whole affiliate landing page and everything like that. I also use Go High Level for my CRM stuff. But yeah, Clickfunnels just makes it easy. And for my clients, I give them everything. I'm like, these are the posts you should do. This is the emails you send. This is the images. Here's the direct Canva link. Go grab it. Just alter it to your own. And that shortcuts a lot of time for my clients. So like they'll do like 10K as a pre-launch. They'll take that money. They'll go and they'll pay their developer with it. And you can actually pre-launch and do that whole thing even before you have your extension. It's okay for your extension.
That's awesome. Very cool. Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
Christopher is asking a question about Go High Level.
How do you increase open rates through email? Yeah. That's a good question for my Facebook group, I think. Not super relevant to what Kim's here to talk about, passive income through software without coding. Keep the questions coming, guys. All right, so tell us a little bit. You mentioned you use ClickFunnels, that you can use UpViral, all the different softwares. How do you kind of, you talked a little bit about like the upsells and maybe, I don't know if you have downsells, tripwires, anything like that in ClickFunnels, but how did you kind of, was it just kind of an accumulation over the years of like your expertise and figuring out what to actually offer to increase your average customer value? Or how do you kind of determine like what to bundle together, I guess is what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. So I follow the Amazon add to cart kind of method where if people who buy this would normally buy this. So let's say that your software is I'll use my own. Group Convert lets you collect emails from your Facebook group by those 3 questions that you come on in and you answer. It'll just quickly collect that information and push it to a Google Sheet. From there, Google Sheet uses Zapier. Google Sheet and Zapier can send that data, that information to everywhere that you want, like Go High Level, wherever. And that lets you easily talk to your people right away so that they become warmer to you faster, quicker, and they know your solution so that they can either save up for it or they get into your freebie and then they give you their email and be part of your world and convert. So that's Group Convert. Okay, then we're like, so when you have your software, what are the things before that will have them say no? So one of the biggest thing is, hey, Kim, I don't have a group. Why would I use your software? And so we have training that says, you know what? Even if you don't have a group, like Carlene, she grew her group from 0 to 10,000, 0 to 1,000 people in 2 months with the techniques we teach her. And she pitched her offer into her group and she made $8,000. Hey, let's open up the door. So the free training solves the question of why should I even use it if I don't have that thing that I need before I get it. So people would say, why would I use this software for Go High Level if I don't even have Go High Level? You would tell them, well, here's the training before that. In terms of adding cart value per subscriber, it's like an order bump. So what would a good order bump be for us? It's like, here's a $27 group growth email kit. So group growth email kit. So if you're emailing your group and you don't have the emails, here's $27 and you get like a bunch of emails in order to go and start talking to your people. You just have to customize it towards your own, your own audience. So we have that. We have to increase cart value per subscriber. One of the upsells is, hey, get a strategy call with us. Let's have a group. Let's audit your group. And by the way, you get 30 more emails and you get another software and you get this. And people buy into the upsell, which is $147. And then the thank you page has, you know what? Are you a busy executive? Well, why don't we just install everything for you? So there's upgrades. We're done for you install. And then the upgrade also shows them that, yeah, we have different packages as well for team plan, 3 to 5 team members team plan, and company plan, and agency plan, white label-ish, not 100% white label, but semi, and all these other things that keeps them saying, if I don't have a Facebook group, why should I get it? Okay, answer that objection. Once I get it, I don't know what I'm going to say to my people. All right, answer that objection with the order bump. All right, I'm so busy. I don't even have time to even install it. Okay, well, answer that objection. Here you go. Here's a done for you install from my team member. So think of the before, the middle, the after, and think of like, what is it that they truly want to do? So my people, when I first started getting subscribers, I'm like, okay, great. They're getting emails from their Facebook group. And later on, it became this problem solution step ladder that's like, now that they got their emails, what are they going to do? And it led us all the way to creating a year-long program for Group Convert subscribers. So they'll come in at $10 and they actually enter our $11,000 program within like 48 hours, within a few months of understanding that, you know what you're really trying to do is step into this version of who you could become on this journey as you are growing your group and growing your audience. So really, you're stepping into this role of leadership. So as a leader, eventually you're going to need to build out a team. Eventually, you're going to be making money. What are you going to be doing with that? How are you actually going to monetize from your group? And a lot of my users, they struggle. They'll toil and put in all this work into their Facebook group. They will do all these interviews and podcasts, everything like that. And they only make like 2 to 10K. Well, if I say only, sorry to say that if you see 10K, it's like a good amount, but they'll make like 2 to 10K a month from their group. When the reality is they can make 50K, 60K just by tweaking their offer, just by increasing their prices, just by being able to truly talk to their people the right way, so that instead of saying, hey, you gotta do this because you're doing this wrong, and kind of lecturing them on the wrong things and telling them to do the right things, or telling them to click here and click here. It's more, hey, who do you want to be on this journey? Let me help you get there. That time freedom, that location freedom, that financial freedom won't take years for you to accomplish. It only takes a couple months inside of our program because we figured it out for you. So this is a solution that you can have as a subscriber of our software. That's why Clickfunnels, even Russell Brunson has, the Clickfunnels, $97, but he has 2 Comma Club X coaching. I feel like with any software, if you can couple it with education and implementation, then they will be able to really utilize it for what they truly want to do. People use software to save time and money, but really, what does that mean? That means so they can spend more time with their family, so that they can have the life they deserve. And it's a tragedy for me when people really want to monetize from their group, but they're just struggling so hard for so long because no one taught them how to do this, in school. So for me, I'm like, don't worry. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be a long journey. You don't have to like pour your heart and soul into this community and like struggle so hard to show up because you got to go pay the bills. So let me help you turn this passion into actual profit. And that's like the next level. So if you can solve that problem solution ladder for them, then you won't really run out of what is it that you're going to sell them as you're owning your software.
Very, very cool. All right. Very cool. Let's see.
Hey,
this is kind of what we just talked about, actually, right? You just keep solving problems.
Yeah. How do you come up with ideas? This is like, should I do that one or should I do that one? We actually have a black box list of ideas for our Chrome bosses when they come in to solve that problem. Like, I don't have an idea, Kim. If I don't have an idea, then I can't, be a software owner. And that's the biggest myth, because you can look, one of my clients, he got 100 subscribers, just 100 on a Chrome extension that lets you download Vimeo videos and Wistia videos. When he hit 100 and he charges $27 a month, actually he charged $30, that's $3,000 a month reoccurring income for him. So, if you charge 97 and you only have 100 people, let's say you have 1,000, let's say you work all your life and all you get is 1,000 subscribers, that's $97,000 a month for you. So most software out there, the reality is you can have your own version. And even if you have like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the pie out there, you'll do really, really well. And you'll be very financially successful with like just 1,000 subscribers or 100 subscribers. So yeah. And in my 5-day training, I have one coming up in about 2 weeks. I have one where you can win a scholarship to come into our program as well. I break that down for you on day 2, which is having an awesome little tiny mini software business. All you need is one idea, one developer, and your subscriber scaling engine. That's all you need. So we talk about on day 2 your awesome idea and how to procure it. And then day 3, how to find your awesome developer. And day 4, how to launch and how to have your first subscribers with your engine. So finding the idea is there. In the world that you live, you look at Dropbox and you look at Netflix and you look at all these big companies. you look at Honey and you don't realize that there's like 20 other copies out there and they're doing like hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. It's like LastPass is a Chrome extension that lets you collect emails, not collect emails, lets you save passwords and share to your team members, right? Do you know that Dashlane exists? Dashlane started 5 years after LastPass, and they dwarf. They're growing faster and more. They're more viral than LastPass, even though they started like years and years later. So, and there's like 10 different versions of this, and they all have their subscribers, their people. So, what I do know is if you want to get that time freedom, and location freedom and financial freedom from owning software, the idea is not you don't need like this amazing, crazy idea. You just need to get started and have your own version.
Yeah. And look at some of the ones that you guys use, like Loom, okay? Like Loom lets you click a button and record your screen. How many screen recording softwares are there? Like a million, right?
Yeah.
But it's super convenient. It goes to the cloud. They store it for you. You just send someone the link. So you don't have to upload it. So stuff like that just make people's lives easier, right?
Yeah. Save time. Make it convenient for them. They'll start using it. Yeah.
Yep. You got a lot of fans in here.
I have Nikos. He said he'll join Chrome Boss. He took me, by the way, Nikos, I'm going to out you. He took a picture of his stimulus, and he wrote Chrome Boss at the very top. He's like, I'm coming in. And I'm
Nice.
like, Nikos, I'm waiting. Let's go. Faz says, you're so full of surprises, Kim. Oh, thank you. I'm here to delight and surprise.
Do you know Jeff?
Jeff Lopez? I've seen Jeff. But I don't speak to, I'm not like close to Jeff. Hey Jeff, how are you?
You'll need to come to an event so you guys can meet. Tell us about, are you having an event, Kim?
Yes, I am. It's in Paradise, Vegas. It's this 13,000 square foot, huge like resort. It's a mansion mastermind. It's a smaller one. It's not hundreds of people that can attend, only about 50, pushing it is 60. And and we have general admission, VIP, and you can even stay inside the mansion as well. It's beautiful. It has like all these palm trees, and we're gonna be having a pool party barbecue. But really what the event is for is to show the people who are serious about their group growth and their pathway of getting like active clients, as well as owning software. I'm going to include a little bit about how to own your own software. And you can walk away from that mastermind knowing how to own your software. If you encounter issues, you can go ahead and this is how we fix it, like kind of pull back the curtains on what you can do if this is the life that you want. And I think a lot of my Group Convert subscribers will appreciate this program as well, because everyone's coming in and seeing each other live. It's been years, and I know the pandemic really changed things, or the shift in a lot of people's like lives and work and everything like that. And I know that live events can transform my people's lives, and I want to start having more of them in the future. So
that's so cool. So if you guys want to know more about that, hashtag ChromeBoss, and we can send you more information so that you can head out there it's August, right?
Yeah, August 19th to the 22nd. We have the location booked, so it's for sure happening. And I'm really excited. And Christine is going to be coming. And we have Jeff Miller, who he said he's going to come and speak as well. So Jeff grew his group to almost 60,000 members. I think more now. But he's like a group growth, hacking master over there. And he's going to be able to shine some light on what he did right as well.
That's so cool. Yeah, I know he's cleaned it up too. So he would probably honestly have like 100K, but they're always like cleaning and purging people that are inactive and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
he's very deliberate in how he approaches his people. It's
yeah.
like if they're not in there to really learn from him and really participate, like they get purged.
Yeah. It's a great idea. Very cool. So Kim, I know we're kind of running out of time here, and I just want to make sure that we have time. If they want to get a hold of you, if they're interested in your programs, how do they get started as a next step to work with you?
Yeah, I have a little tiny, like super quick webinar video that tells you about the whole Chrome Boss thing at chromebossmasterclass.com. You enter your email and you can watch that as like the very intro. That enters you into my email list, into my world, and you'll start getting emails. If you want to just reach out to me, go ahead and find Kim Possible Dang or Kim Dang on Facebook. I'm Kim Dang, but it's Kim Possible Dang. That's my handle for Instagram, for Twitter, for all the places. And if you want to grow your group, it's groupconvert.com. But I like the DMs. Go ahead and just message me on Facebook. And yeah, chromebossmasterclass.com is where you can go to learn more about how these simple softwares can result in thousands of dollars per month. One of like my clients, the students that come into my world, they've earned anywhere from 10K a month to 40K a month, 50K a month, all the way up to $200,000 a month, because they own multiple streams of these software that sits online and have subscribers. So yeah, chromebossmasterclass.com. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, if you guys like this, give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, and go check out Kim's programs. And you also have a Facebook group, right?
Yeah, it's the main. I have two groups.
Okay.
So it's the bigger one has 5,000 people almost, and it's hashtag. I changed the name a lot, so it's now at hashtag. You have to type the hashtag group convert, and it'll like pop up. I had a 5-day training for my group convert people recently, so I changed that name. Usually, the people in there are digital marketers, affiliate marketers, and people who want to learn about Chrome extensions. So just search for hashtag group convert as a Facebook group and come into that group.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Well, Kim, it was an honor to have you on my channel today. Thank you so much for spending your time to educate and improve the quality of my channel and educate my followers. So I really appreciate you, and I'm really looking forward to your event. Again, hashtag ChromeBoss if you guys are interested in knowing more about that. And as always, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you have an amazing weekend.
Bye.